Well, hello my friends, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about the finished results from my experiment. In the last video, I was experimenting with the extreme sheen pillow paints. The first one I did was into a extreme sheen 24 karat gold pillow. Pouring into that pillow was some layered paints that I had in a cup. And then I just kind of did a jiggle pour into the pillow, and then I tilted it. And this is the results of that. And I'm going to apologize for the glare. They have been varnished. So most of what I do lately are on wood panel boards. I like the results I get with those. And again, I apologize for the glare because they've been varnished. But I wasn't sure about this to begin with when it was first drying, because I don't know, you put yellow in and you got black and it turns kind of a greenish color, and that's what happened in parts of this. But I think ultimately in the end it turned out okay. At least it kept some cool lines, especially for as thin as I had it. And the other thing that I didn't do that you may have noticed if you watched the video, I did not put flow extender on any of these pours that I did in that video. And you really do need that, because as you're tilting, you don't want the paint to roll over itself before it flows off the canvas, especially if you're doing a layered, like a ring pour, anything like that. And this was just a little jiggle pour into that pillow of 24 karat gold. So that's the first one. Now, the second one that I did, same exact way I did this one, and into the 24 karat gold pillow, except then I did a dump paint. And it came out like my typical pearl dump would be, except tons of 24K pearls. I did get a little bit of colored pearls in through the negative space, which I wanted a bit more of, but it's okay. I did get some color into like a ghost effect on some of the pearls. You can see the purple, the violet, which I didn't even put violet in the cup. Isn't that crazy? There's some teal that came through, and then you can see some purple coming through in the middle. So that's the result of the second pour into that 24K pillow with a dump. Black dump paint. Now the third one I was so disappointed in because I should have known better. I put way too much black, first of all, in the cup when I layered the paint, and then I wasn't going to do any dump, which I really didn't do a dump paint, but I did pour a tiny bit more black in the center, and the result was something really dark. But this is what I ended up doing with it. I decided I'd go ahead and embellish it with my airbrush with some planets and some stars and just see what I could do with it. And I think it turned out fairly decent. Again, I apologize for the glare. My airbrush can do some fun things. I even enhanced the layered colors a little bit just to make them pop a little bit with my airbrush. So, and a little bit of holographic glitter here and there, but yeah, so that's my voyage through space that I've added to, because that last pearl pour into that 24, it wasn't 20, I'm sorry, I'm so tongue-tied on that. It was extreme sheen pewter that I poured that pillow, and I should have used something brighter, especially with using the black in my layered look, my cup. So yeah, that's how it turned out. But this is the end result of that one. So now I am going to go ahead and do another quick little pour. It's going to be a dump, and I'm going to use these new paints that I got. I've seen people using them, the Folk Art Treasure Gold paints. And I've got several here that I'm going to be using. The Fire Opal, which I have tried this before and I love it. And the Blue Quartz, the Aquamarine, the Antique Copper, which has more of a purple effect, and then it's Majestic Gold. So that's what we're going to be using on this. So stay tuned, and I'm going to get to painting. Okay, we're getting started here. The first color I put down was that, excuse me, Majestic Gold. Now I'm using the Folk Art Treasure Gold series. So, oh, by the way, I was going to use this, oh, what do you call this, antique copper. It has a real purplish kind of color. It's beautiful color, do not get me wrong, but I've decided to leave that out. I don't want it to be in direct competition with my fire opal. Okay, so here we go. Aquamarine is next. Now for the fire opal. And then, last but not least, the blue quartz. That's so pretty also. All right, I'm not going to do any popping of bubbles yet. And I'm using my dump paint, Amsterdam Oxide Black. Now, where do I want to dump? That's a question. Maybe I'll go right here. Okay. Going this way. Okay. I'm going to give it a little bit of a heat, because that pops the bubbles also if you're using a heat gun instead of a blow dryer. Or, I'm sorry, a torch. Instead of a blow dryer, listen to me. Yeah, instead of a torch. Okay, let's kind of swirl this around here. Let's see what we come up with. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little paint here. I want to make sure that we've got plenty of paint for it to run over. An experiment here, so I don't know if we're going to get any pearls or not, but we're going to find out. Maybe. That fire opal is such a pretty color. I really do like it. Okay. I think I've got something in my paint. I hope I don't have a goober in there. Okay, come on. We got to get it off this bottom corner down here now. And then what I'm going to want to do is just kind of play it back and forth. It's right smack dab in the center. I got to get that out of there. Let me see. Yeah, piece of paint. Hopefully, if I get some pearls, which I think I will, the way this is reacting, that'll just turn into a pearl instead of a goober hole. Goober hole. Excuse me, you pretty much have to get this part done pretty fast so that you don't get these pearls ending up to be all wonky. I don't want wonky pearls. And down here in this bottom corner, you can see that they have a good chance of getting a little wonky. Patience with this type of pour. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if you can see this already down here. Oh my goodness. I think that's the combination of the blue quartz and the aquamarine. Oh, it's so pretty. If I could just get that all the way around, that would be too cool. Okay, I'm looking to see how much this paint is moving right now. I think we're about done moving it around. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to give it some time now. Like I said, it takes patience to let the pearls develop. Now I'm pouring on just a small little 12 by 16 inch cradle wood panel. It's a wood board. And these are some of my favorite ones, the Rembrandt series. I think that's what they're called, Rembrandt series. I get them at Blick. And they have a smooth gesso surface. So look at these pearls we have popping up. I really want to see the fire opal popping through. So let's let it do its thing for a little bit here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little torch. That also kind of promotes pearls to pop up. Also does well if you're trying to get cells too, so. I had thin these out a little bit right before I poured, so there's a good possibility they might have some bubbles, so let's make sure we don't have any air bubbles. But I don't want to scorch the paint doing this either. Oh, good enough. Okay, wow, we have gotten some huge pearls coming out on this. Huge. Those are pretty. They're almost like flower pearls. You'll see what I mean when I get you close. Okay, so I'm really wanting to encourage some cells up through here. Don't know where my negative space is going to end up being. I think right here. Hopefully I'll get a good amount of negative space there. I see a few more bubbles. We do not want those bublés. Okay, let's give it some time. Well, my goodness, we have got some explosion of pearls here. And I'm going to tell you, I've never seen so many, what I call or refer to as flower pearls. Now, I'm going to spin this canvas around, because or it's not a canvas, this board around. I want to show you, you know, sometimes you get these caterpillar runs of pearls or cells. Well, I have got one here that looks exactly like a caterpillar. I'm not even kidding. It looks exactly like a caterpillar. I don't know if you can see that right there or not. Oh my goodness, does that not look like a caterpillar? Seriously. So you can see what I'm talking about the flower looking cells, pearls. It's a pearl dump, so Bonnie say pearls. But when I see these, like these up here in this corner, that is a flower pearl in my book. Beautiful. Now we did get a ton of lacing. Look at that up here. Look at that lacing. Teeny tiny pearls turning into lacing. And then right there in the middle, oh my goodness, those cells kind of merged. Those pearls turned into just multicolors. That is cool. I like that. And then we have our fire opal over here in the corner, and also merging with the oh my God, I'm at a loss for words right now. The blue quartz that took over everything is also popping through in here with the fire opal. And maybe I'll get a little bit of negative space. I will work with that if I can't get any. I'll do touch up later, because I do like to have some negative space from the dump paint. So, as I was saying, these pearls right here, the way they merged and split with all the different colors within them, that's cool. And that caterpillar, I swear it's got legs and everything. So and can you tell I'm like ecstatic? I'm happy with this. My little experiment with the folk art treasure gold is turning out to be quite the experience here. Yeah, so we're going to give it just a little bit more time, and then I'll come back and show you the wet results, okay? Okay, let's take a look at this now. It's had quite a while to finish its development stage. In fact, the edges are even starting to dry a little bit. And that's because I've got this poured on, like I mentioned, the cradled wood board. And by the way, I don't remember what I called it, a Rembrandt or something. It's by Vinci, and I get those at Blick. So, and I really enjoy working with them. So let's take you down. I was discussing these flower pearls. They've got the really cool looking outer edge to them, and they have like a yellow center. It's the gold actually that I poured into. And up there in the corners, all those teeny tiny cells, pearls, and massive pearls in this. I mean, just huge elephant pearls. In fact, that looks like an elephant. And then the colors, I would love to have had more bright colors in this and not have the blue take over so much. But I love it. I'm happy with it. And thank you for watching. I will show you the finished varnished result in the beginning of my next video. Thanks, y'all. Take care. Be good to each other. Bye-bye.